Hi, Jay. Long time no see.
We're back. I actually had to take off my sweater because it was getting a little warm inside the hotel room.
It's all that energy.
Yeah, take a look. That's my son's hand.
Hello.
So anyways, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here with the Spotlight. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have another special guest, Mick, if you want to just kind of introduce a little bit of what we're going to be talking about. Enzo, please.
Yeah, well, I heard that it's really hot where you are right now. I mean, not right now, but like most of the year, it's really, really hot in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
And
typically,
oh my gosh, like I've been there, and my God, you're like it's kind of like being inside the oven.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the desert, right? So right now it's super cold right now. It's like freezing. That's why like early in the show I was actually wearing a t-shirt, actually like a sweater because it was really cold. But yeah, typically in Arizona it's super duper hot. I can only imagine it's dry heat, right? So it's probably like the same weather as like Las Vegas or whatnot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And
so anywho,
and because the sun is really, really strong, like, most times of the year in Arizona, we have to wear sunscreen, right? I mean, like, and even in really cold weather, you still have to, wear sunscreen when you're out there because you're not feeling the UV rays, right?
Right.
But you know what? I just learned a lot this weekend. And I learned that they're good UV rays. They're bad UV rays. They're good UV rays.
Okay.
And
Kinda
now,
like
yeah, and oh my gosh, there's like UVA, UVB, and UVC. Okay. And we actually have someone in our show tonight who is going to talk about the good UV rays, the UVCs. Yeah. And so let me bring her in. So exciting. It's completely new to a lot of us, but we have Claire Bella of UV Care who is going to talk about the UVCs.
Yay! So if you guys are excited to see Claire Bella on here, smash on the like button, smash on the heart buttons. Let's welcome Claire onto our show here on a Sunday Fun Day. Spotlight with Mick and Jay. Claire, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hi, Mick. Hi, Jay. Hi, everyone. Nice to see all of you.
Awesome. Again, if you guys are catching us on this live, hashtag live. If you guys are catching us on this replay, hashtag replay. Let's shout you guys out where you guys are watching from. But we got the wonderful Claire Bella, who's going to be teaching us about UV care and especially what's going on with this whole pandemic thing. You guys want to stick around to the end because we got something amazing for you guys. But anyways, Mick, take it away.
Yeah, so we have Claire Bella, who's actually going to tell us about her story and how she came up with her UV care line. And this is, I mean, it's so amazing. Like, we have to hear it directly from her because I want to know what it's all about. I want to know what her story is and how UV care came about and how it all started. Right, Claire?
Right. So I'm going to tell you all about UV care, and most especially I'm going to tell you about UVC in general because, with everything that's going on in the world, we hear a lot about UVC. It's been thrown around even by the president before, but there's a lot of information and misinformation. So I just want to, let everyone know what UVC is, how to safely use it, and how it can help us provide an additional layer of protection during this pandemic.
Awesome. Claire, before we start, sorry, there's a little feedback. Before we start, let's announce the raffle so that everybody knows what you're raffling away. So again, Mick, do you want to talk a little bit about the raffle?
Yeah, so we do have a raffle tonight. So Claire Bella is giving away one portable Germinator at $105.99 value to anyone who hashtags UV Care. So she's giving away one portable Germinator at $105.99 value if you hashtag UV Care. So we're going to be raffling that off at the end of the show. And my gosh, that looks really good. Can you hold that up? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's small, but it's very strong and effective in killing germs. So I'll talk about it more later, but one viewer will win this portable germinator at the end of the
Yay!
show. So stick around
Yay!
till the end.
So if you guys want to enter that raffle, stick to the end and just hashtag UV Care. I'll put you guys in the spinning wheel. But let's learn a little bit about Claire, why she's an entrepreneur about this business, and kind of hear your story, Claire.
Okay, so a little bit about myself. My name is Claire Bella, and I am a wife and a mom of three kids. I have two boys and a girl, so a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So I came here in '99, right after college. I came here 5 days after my graduation from college as a graduation gift. But being young and impulsive, I thought, why not take a shot at the American dream? I decided to stay. And 21 years later, here I am. I'm still here and I'm living the American dream.
Yeah.
So,
That's so
yeah, just,
awesome.
I know some of the viewers are probably immigrants like myself. And, starting out, it's hard. And, we all start, at the bottom and then move our way up. So, I started working odd jobs and working in the corporate world, and I moved up, and I even became a VP of a company, finance in a company I was working for. But I know that at the back of my head, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I know that I've always wanted to have my own business and leave a legacy for my children. So that's how I decided to put up my own business. So just going back to how it started, I mentioned that I had three children, and in 2015, I had my third child, my little baby girl Nadine, and it started then. It started in 2015 because we had another a friend of ours who came from the Philippines. Um, they also had a new baby that year. They had their first baby. So we were just sharing our frustrations about constantly keeping the home sanitized, and all of the disinfectants out there contained harsh toxic chemicals. So that was our aha moment. So we thought, why don't we create something that can disinfect without the harsh toxic chemicals? So we did our research and we found that hospitals have actually been using the UVC technology for about 100 years. And they've been using it to eliminate tuberculosis, MRSA, all of those hard to kill bacteria. But it's not really being used in homes. First of all, because it's expensive, and because people, don't know how to use it. So, we did our research, enlisted some engineers to come up with a design, and found a manufacturer. So in 2015, we came up with our first UV products. And we decided, we did all the testing, certifications here, but we decided to market it first in the Philippines because, we're Filipinos. It's just, maybe a better starting ground. So in 2015, UV Care was introduced to the Philippines. And, like with every business, it's hard to start. Nobody knew what UV was. And then 5 years later, fast forward, it's now a pioneer in the Philippines. If you look at the Philippine news, especially now during the pandemic, UV Care is the leader in UV technology in the Philippines and in Asia. And it's funny. A couple of weeks ago, Chris Aquino, she's not a paid endorser, but she went on an interview on GMA. And she said that her spending habits have changed because you don't really want to buy luxury items now, but she's been buying a lot of UV Care products because she's investing in her health. So that's how we started. Long story short, with UV, and so now we're introducing it here, and introducing it to our kababayans, and just want to educate more people about what UV is.
That is such an amazing story. I mean, especially it came in such a blessing time right now. Crazy how like you started this back in 2015, just kind of like as an idea, you had an aha moment, and then 2020 comes with this whole pandemic thing. This thing's probably like a blessing to you. You're like, wow, you're probably seeing your fruits of your labor just like exponentially growing at this time. I'm quite
Right.
sure.
And it's a good feeling to know that you could help people because, a lot of people, immunocompromised people, there's some people with a lot of health issues that really need extra protection, not just those that are immunocompromised, but all of us. because if we want this pandemic to end, we need to do our part and make sure that, we keep ourselves healthy, we keep our loved ones healthy. That way, this will end. I know all of us are anxious for this to end. So this provides an additional, like I said, protection for everyone out there.
That's so
And
awesome.
yeah, I just a nerd, just some nerding out a little bit, piggybacking on what Mick said a little bit earlier. You talked about UVA and UVB and UVC. So I just want to, let people know what UVC is. I know we've heard a lot about UVA and UVB. We see sunblocks that protect us from UVA and UVB. So UVA and UVB, they have long wavelengths. They're the spectrum of the sun that have long wavelengths. So when it hits the earth, it causes a little bit of sunburn. So that's why tanning salons, they use UVBs. And, we put sunblock so that way we don't get sunburned when we're exposed to those rays of the sun. But we hardly hear about UVC. We never see sunblocks that protect us from UVC. We hardly ever see that. And that's because UVC has such a short wavelength, it doesn't even hit the earth. It's absorbed by the atmosphere. So we don't feel it. But that short wavelength is actually what's very optimal for killing germs because it's so short, it penetrates the DNA of the bacteria and it kills them and prevents them from multiplying and causing diseases. So what we've done, what UV Care has done, is we created products that use that short wavelength. So our lamps all have that optimal wavelength of 254 nanometers, which is the germicidal wavelength. So that's what all of our products have is those short wavelengths. They simulate the wavelength of the sun.
That's so awesome. And then Mick, do you have any other questions? Because I have some questions. I just want to let you chime in. And
Yeah, because I wanted to, ask about the technology, but you explained that. But then I also wanted to ask about, what if we do have, a lot of inventors and, what if someone wants to come up with a product, it may be different to yours or similar to yours. What is the process for, having it produced? I mean,
A
like there's
long process.
patenting, there's, production and testing and all of that. Can you go through that process?
It's like you mentioned, it is a long process. So, obviously it starts out with an idea, but with that, you have to have, first of all, experts, engineers. You need to enlist, you have to come up with a prototype to come up with the design. And, you have to, like with our product, because it's a little bit techy, we need to enlist people to come up with the design, help us with it. And then once the prototype is done, we actually need to, well, this one is a technology that can't be patented because it's UVC. But, some of the products you need to undergo patenting. What we did was trademark. So you have to go through the trademark process, and that in itself also takes about a year. So you have to come up with a good name, make sure that no other product out there has that. So you have to go through the trademark, and you have to go through find a manufacturer. That's the hard part too, because you need to find a manufacturer that could put your vision into reality, come up with packaging, come up with designs, and it's a bunch of steps that maybe we could get on another class and list all of those steps to come up with your own brand and your own product. But the hardest part is after coming up with the product itself is making sure it works. So making sure you test it. So our products, we had to go through UL testing, lab testing, and EPA registration, making sure that the establishment is EPA established. So there's a lot of steps that needed to happen to come up with the perfect product. So because we've been around for 5 years, we've had time to perfect it. And it's timing, because now that, it's needed, we've had time to test the market. People have told us what they want, what they liked about the product, why they didn't like about the product. So we were able to perfect that. So now we're not rushing it, because now a lot of people are going into the business because it's everybody suddenly knows about UVC. So a lot of companies are coming up with UVC products, but it takes time to perfect the product. So that's, I think, what sets us apart from other UVC companies, is because we've had time to actually improve the process and the product.
I appreciate you sharing that. And then, did you mention that you have a partner, or are you doing this solo?
So here in America, it's just myself. So in the Philippines, another company runs that, but we're basically, all of us are UV Care, but US and Northern America is just ours here in America.
Wonderful. Because I was actually going to ask you if you did have a partner, and maybe you can answer this. Maybe you had other businesses in mind or whatnot. What can you share with our audience how to actually pick a good partner? I mean, there is essentially a partner in the Philippines. How do you pick that partner to become like, okay, I believe in you, you believe in me, and let's work together? Like, what are maybe a few tips that you can share with our audience that is actually trying to look for a partner into making like their dream a reality? Can you answer that?
Well, first of all, you need to have a partner that you can truly trust. With that, we've known them for a while. But in addition to that, you need to make sure that you share the same vision, because, it's hard to work with somebody when your visions are and your goals are different. So you need to make sure that, and you have to have strengths and weaknesses. So both, partners, you're going to each have your own strength. Somebody's going to be good at accounting, somebody's going to be good at marketing, and you pull that together. But ultimately, partners need to share a common goal and a common vision. And if you share that, then, differences along the way, you'll get through it, as long as, you share the same goal.
I love that you pointed that out. And with the business partners that I've had with my business, that is so key. First is vision, that you guys all have the same vision. Second is that everyone has their strengths. Everyone has their strengths. So like for me, for example, with the whole White Rabbit food truck, my cousin his strength was the accounting. And then for my strength, it was marketing. And the other partner's strength was with cooking, or, because he went to culinary school. And then the other partner's strength with that was actually operations. So we had all key players. When you have the key players inside your business that have the same vision, oh my gosh, it makes like business so much easier. So that's I want to just tip my hat to you, because like that is so important for everyone that's actually going to watch this live or watch this on the replay. That's how you actually create partnership. People who have a vision and having the strengths and utilizing that person just for that one strength. Because if you stretch them too thin, they're going to burn out, and they're going to end up leaving your business. So that's my little tip. But I appreciate you sharing that.
That is so awesome. We picked up, a lot of golden nuggets in the few minutes that we've been together in this show. And I just wanted to ask you, where can we find your products?
So they're all online. So if you go visit www.theuvcare.com, we have all of the products. So just to show you a little bit about what they are, we have handheld sterilizers. So these are our pocket sterilizers. They're portable. You can take them anywhere, stick them in the bag, and all you need to do is just press it, and just wand it over what you want to sterilize. So we have the pocket, that's the smallest one.
I actually have one right here.
Yes, you have your pocket sterilizer. And it comes in 4 colors, the white, the red, the blue, and the mint. So it's perfect for Christmas, perfect stocking stuffers.
Oh, yeah, very cool.
Right, and we have 2, they're cousins. We have a germ stick, a little bit bigger, and the wand. So the difference is this one is rechargeable. That one has batteries. And this one has a LED display, which has a timer. So we have a medium, large handheld sterilizers. And this is the multi-purpose sterilizer, where you could put everything in there and you could sterilize, dry. This is actually meant to be a bottle sterilizer for parents. So it was originally for bottle sterilizers, but you could use it for masks, N95 masks, and for makeup brushes, for anything really. And you can maintain them and leave them in there for 72 hours, and it continues to sterilize them. So you don't have to worry about getting them germy again. And this is the one that we're going to be giving away. So what you do is you put it in an enclosed box or cabinet or any enclosed space, and it sterilizes them in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I
And
want to. Go ahead.
That is
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Jay, this is the one that yes, that is
Yeah.
the one. So all you need, and just also another thing to remember, UVC is to be used, not to be used on people, plants, and pets. So, we use hand sanitizers for our skin. We use UVC. We use these products on our objects. We don't use it on our skin. We don't look at it directly. So that's just a safety, reminder for everyone who uses UVC. And our products actually have safety mechanisms to make sure that people don't expose themselves to that. So like this one, if you turn it on, you press it, it's going to turn on, but because I'm here, it's going to turn off. It has motion sensor detection.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, so if you put it in the box and you don't move, then it's going to turn on again, and then it's automatically going to sterilize the contents in 15 minutes, or if you press it twice, it's going to do it in 30 minutes.
That's so awesome. Man,
And then lastly, this is cool actually, and this is the only product that doesn't have UV because it's meant to be worn. It's a necklace. It's a necklace that actually is an air purifier. So it doesn't have UV because, like I said, UV is not meant to be used on people. But this one has negative ion. So you just press it, and it releases negative ion. So another nerd alert. What negative ions are, it creates like a force field. So negative ions, the air has negative ions, but if they're polluted, like if there's bacteria in the air, it becomes positive ions. So those positively charged particles of the air with bacteria, dust, and dander, when it tries to get to you, because of these negative ion, they bond together and it becomes too heavy and they fall to the ground. So it creates like a 3 feet of clean air around you. So you have like a force field around you. So
I want one of those.
yeah, this is pretty cool too. So yeah, I'll get you one of those.
I want one of those. That's what
Those
I
are
need.
those are super perfect. What do you call that? Stocking stuffers.
right?
That
This one.
right there. Yeah.
And for our business owners, I know a lot of our business owners have had trouble because a lot have been shut down. The brick and mortar businesses out there, like restaurants or maybe doctors' offices, need to make sure that they have sanitation procedures. We also have room sterilizers. This one is like a robot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that you could use, and it what it does, I won't show it to you, but it goes up and then it automatically, it has motion sensor detection too. So when you leave the room, it sterilizes 800 square feet of a room, and in 15 minutes, leave it there, it auto shuts off, then your whole room is clean. So it's
Oh my
perfect for
God.
business owners, and like if you own a medical office and in between patients, you could do that so your patients feel safe. So we have everything for everybody, and it's just nowadays we need extra help to make sure that we keep ourselves, our families, our loved ones, and our businesses safe.
I'm
I
so
really love.
excited.
Sorry, I really love that you pointed out that one that you actually could put your mask in there, because a lot of masks nowadays, I mean, like with N95, they were super duper expensive, right? So that if you guys are still continuing to use N95s, I think that's a very, very good investment.
Right.
And especially like if you guys love your favorite mask and you don't want to throw it inside the laundry, because I know like I have some masks that my wife has thrown in the laundry and it's gotten torn up or messed up.
Mhm.
Like this is a perfect solution, the one that's right behind you, where you can just put it in there for
And it's funny
72.
you mentioned that because the CDC actually, if you go to their website, they actually suggest, because how there was a shortage in masks, and
Right,
in the hospitals, the nurses, the doctors
right,
were having to reuse their masks, and if you clean it, if you wash it, it destroys it. So they
right.
actually suggested UVGI is the technology to sanitize and sterilize those masks so they can reuse it. So it's CDC. Actually, they recommend that. So we've actually donated some to hospitals during the early days of the pandemic to
Yeah.
to have the shredded.
Okay, so we got a bunch of questions.
Mhm.
And so is this good for someone who has allergies?
Yes, all of them. Actually, Chris Aquino, that's what she used them for before because she has a lot of allergies. So it's good because it purifies the air around you. So this one is actually, it was meant for allergies. So that's what it does because, the pollens and the dust and the dander, it actually, it doesn't hit you. It actually cleans the air around you. So it's perfect for allergies.
And someone is asking, can their nephew has cancer, and can they wear that around his neck?
Yes, this is safe because it doesn't have ozone or UV. It's just negative ion, so it's actually safe on for everybody basically.
Love it. Oh my
And
gosh, you're such a it's so amazing. Go ahead, Mick.
I have another question. Is it good for people with asthma?
Yes, perfect for people with asthma. We actually have air purifiers too. I just can't fit it all in here, but we have air purifiers, big air purifiers as well, and that could really help purify the room as well. But yeah, these are perfect for people with asthma as
And
well.
I have another question. Have you thought about distribution? Distributing your products to retailers?
Yes, and there have been, we actually spoke with QVC. It's a process. As with everything, it's a process. So we're starting out, we need to make sure that we get our name out there first. So we're actually, we've been being recognized by other media as well. So to be able to distribute to those big channels, you need to make sure that you have your ducks in a row. But that is the goal eventually, to distribute to those big channels out there.
Oh, Claire, like what you reminds me, have you looked into PR firms or being like featured on
Yeah.
certain channels? Yeah, have
Yeah,
you?
actually, we will be featured in the whole Hallmark channel this month because there's a lot of media outlets and they're coming out with their holiday guides. So there's actually a couple. We've been featured in some magazines already within the past month, but on national TV too. We're looking at some national outlets putting a spotlight on us as well.
Awesome. Have you ever like looked into Shark Tank and maybe going into
I
their
actually was
program?
contacted by Shark Tank in June. So
Okay.
for their 12th season, I actually applied an audition. I made the first cut, but on the third cut, I didn't make it. But I actually was invited to Shark Tank early on during the pandemic. So maybe next
That's,
time.
the reason I asked that is
That's
because
so awesome.
we got invited to Shark Tank too with the food truck, and I was
Yeah,
actually in that same process where we were at like second and third interview, and then they didn't
yeah,
pick us. But the opportunity of just kind of creating a
right.
video was like
I was so
surreal.
excited.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So
But
yeah,
the
I
cool
did
thing,
get to the first two, but not
yeah.
the third.
So, but that's amazing. And then actually after this call, Claire, I have someone that I want to hook you up with. She does PR. And if you want to connect with her, she can probably feature you on other outlets too. So it just kind of remind me of that. Cool.
And
Perfect. Thank you so much.
really quickly, someone is asking how much the big UV sanitizer runs for.
Which big one?
I know
The
that looks
biggest
like a
one,
nuclear missile.
the nuclear missile,
the
the robotic one is what we call it. The robotic one. This one, it's $499.99. So it's much cheaper than the hospital ones because those run in the thousands, but it's hospital grade too. But I'll hook you up. So if they're interested, let me know. We'll give a Mick and J discount.
That's awesome. Thank
Oh,
you so much.
hey.
So again, if you guys are catching us on this live, hashtag live down below. If you guys are catching us on this replay, hashtag replay. We're gonna do a last call for if you guys want this portable germinator, which values at $105.99. Just hashtag UV Care down below. Hashtag UV Care below, and we'll go with the raffle in the next minute or so. So go ahead and hashtag UV Care so I can get you into the raffle. Mick?
Yes, and um, do you want to go ahead with the raffle?
Cool. Yeah, let me give it 1 minute because I know that there is a delay on the show. I just want to see if there's anybody that's new that came in that didn't enter the raffle. I just want to make sure. Okay, Janice Lopez, you're already in. Connie, oh, you're already in. Larnie, you're already in. Abigail, you're already in. Last minute, Jonathan King. Give me a second. Let me put you in here. Jonathan King.
And we have someone who actually said, "May the force be with you." When you were talking
Because
about
this one looks like a lightsaber, right? But it does look like a lightsaber. Yeah, may the force be with you too.
Amy's in here. Let me just double check that you're in here, Amy. Amy's in here. Last call, guys. Michelle Z, you're in here. Last call in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lazel, you're already in. 2, 1. All right, we got everybody in. Claire, choose a number. Choose a number 1 through 5, Claire.
4.
4. So it's going to take 4 spins.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm a sadist.
Ornella, okay, let me go ahead and apply this to the wheel. And then Mick, just go ahead and share this with the group. Give me a second as I share. Stop cam? No, wait, share screen. So let me share this and then Chrome tab. All right, Mick, go ahead and pull that up on the screen. And then, oh man, Susanna McLong, hold on. Let me add her real quick. I just want to be fair. She came in like the last second. Give me a second, guys. Let me add her real quick. Anyone last minute? I'm closing it off. Susanna M. All right, apply the wheel. You're in now.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go, guys.
This is so fun.
So it's gonna take 4 spins because Claire chose 4, the number 4. The first spin is not a winner. Second spin's not a winner. Third spin's not a winner. The fourth spin is the winner. Again, if you guys want to win, comment down below. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I need to see at least 3 of those in the comments right now. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and we'll start. Again, this is for a $105 product right here is going to be given to you guys for free. So I need to see 3 winner, winner, chicken dinners in the comments below. All right, as I see that coming in, Layla says yes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Michelle Z has emojis. Abigail says yes, indeed, Mick, so much fun. Amy says winner, winner, chicken dinner. One more. And then Susan. Okay, here we go. Spin number 1, Claire. And we got Janice L for the first spin, and you're not the winner. All right, spin number 2. Here we go. Francis SD was spin number 2. You have 2 more chances, guys, to win this. Here we go. Spin number 3. Lazel F was spin number 3. Last spin. Here we go. Whoever spins on this, you guys are the winner. Good luck to everyone. It's actually a $105.99 value UV Care. And good luck to everyone that's actually in here. Let's do it. And the winner is Tina L. So Claire, if you could just reach out to Tina, or Tina reach out to Claire, she'll send that over to you guys. But again, Mick, you could just shut down the stop screen. Everyone is a winner in this show, right? Mick, are you there?
Yes. Oh my God, I was like looking at. There's so many things to look at. Yes, and so everyone goes home a winner in this show, right, Jay? And so Clarabella is offering a 20% off any UV Care product on their website. That's www.theuvcare.com for anyone who hashtags give thanks.
Awesome. So if you guys hashtag give thanks in the comment, Claire's going to reach out to you with a special discount code. She'll probably slip in the messenger and give you that special 20% off. This is really going to be great for the stocking stuffers. Really great for the holidays, for sharing as gifts. Actually, for your own better health. If you guys want 20% off, hashtag down below. What is it?
Give thanks.
Give thanks. And I want to say thank you so much, Claire, for being on this show and sharing your insights on UV care. And also during these times where it's super, super crazy with germs all over the place, your products is going to make a difference in this world. And I just want to say thank you so much for sharing that.
Well, thank you also for giving me the opportunity.
Awesome.
And thanks to everyone for watching.
Awesome. Again, give thanks down below if you want 20% off. And then Claire's going to reach out to you with that special discount code in your messenger. Or if she's going to really hook you guys up, she'll just give it to you after the comment. So again, Mick, last final words for you.
Actually, wow, like we learned so many things in this show. We learned about UVC and UV Care and all of their products. And there's so many golden nuggets that we, picked up from this show. And once again, Jay and I thank all of you. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And thank you so much, Claire, Bella, for sharing your expertise with us and telling us about UV Care and your products. Now we know what to put in our stockings, right?
Yeah, stocking stuffers. And then let me just close this out. If you guys want to be on the spotlight with Mick and Jay, we have how many spots for this year, Mick, before it ends?
We have 10 spots left for this year. So yeah, hurry and get on it. You've seen how the show works. And yeah, we have so many things in store for you. And we have about a dozen people coming on the show, and it's gonna be fun.
Awesome. So Claire, once again, I appreciate you jumping on this. You have a good night. Have a great weekend, and help impact more lives with your product. I love you guys. I love this community. I love SoCal Pinoy. I love you, Mick. We'll catch you on Monday at 8 p.m. Oh, not Monday. Is it Monday? No, wait. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. Wednesday at 8 p.m. on the Spotlight, and Sundays at 8 p.m. on the Spotlight. So again, thanks, Claire. We love you. Thanks, Mick. We love you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care now. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.